Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyIT University, a multi-award winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com. Schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Welcome again. We're here with you. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Professor Temi. I've been in tech for almost 3 decades, and I'm always excited to come on the show. This is your Break into Tech show, and we're always here every morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm sure you are joining us from everywhere, all over the world. We are so grateful that you are here today. And today is going to be a powerful day. And I want to really thank you for being here. Please get your pen and your notepad and be ready to discuss. Today we're going to be discussing about women in software testing and quality assurance QA. And I have one of my mentees here that we're going to be discussing together. I want to assure you, you can break into tech. You can break into lucrative tech role, making 100K plus without any IT background, without any hands-on experience in tech before. All that you will need from you is your passion and ready to learn. If you are ready to learn and ready to be accountable to yourself, then you can do it. So thank you so much for being here. Invite your friends and family around to join us today. I have with me here one of my mentees, and I will allow her to introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you, Professor Temi. Hello, everyone. My name is Helen Techi. I have over 14 years experience in tech, 5 of which is software quality assurance engineer. I am a student of MyIT University, Scrum Master trained under Professor Temi. She is my mentor and my coach, and I'm currently preparing to take my professional Scrum Master certification. So that is where I am at.
Thank you so much for that. Ellen is here today to share with us the benefit of women in this role and why it is very important for women to start embracing tech and to embrace this role especially. We want to know where you are joining us from. I know people are joining us from everywhere. We see people already saying hi. So we would like to know where you're joining us from. Good morning, Cheryl. This is exactly what I want to get into. Wow. How great is that? You're so timely. Thank you for being there. Can you please share this on your social media platform so that others will know that we're here. And we have somebody that just popping out also, Obaro Paul. Thank you for being here. Please let us know where you're joining us from, city and state. Nicole, that's great. Thank you, Nicole, for being here. So let us know where you're joining us from. If you let us know the city and state, we'll be glad to know. Thank you so much for that. So we're going to continue our discussion. It's still a Women Month. Happy Women's History Month. It's going to be a powerful month. This month, we have been showcasing a lot of our women from Scrum Master Project Management on week 1. And week 2, we show other women that we are mentoring, that are already mentored into cybersecurity, information assurance. And today, we are looking into software testing and quality assurance. I'm so glad that you are able to join us. My question to you is, are tech roles open to women? Because some women believe, they are not good enough, they can't do it, or they don't have experience. They can have 1,000+ excuses. But my question is, are tech roles even open to women, especially this software tester, Ellen?
Yes, I believe tech roles are open to women. Women are very talented. Women are very talented. We can multitask. We'll be juggling a whole lot of things at the same time, taking care of family, taking care of career, still going to school. So women are very talented. Tech jobs are very open and lucrative to women. Now, what I would say is that usually women think, or we think, that every tech job is coding, which most of us don't like. But they are non-tech jobs. They are tech jobs that are non-coding, and you can make it in there. So you don't need to have that tech background. If you have it, great. But if you don't have it, you could still make it.
Thank you so much. So it's not all about coding or scripting.
Mm-hmm.
See, like now, the software testing we're discussing today, it doesn't have any coding, but that's the closest you can get into software engineering without actually coding. We're going to get into that. It's very important for Scrum Masters, already certified Scrum Master, but they are not technical. But they want to go a little bit into technicality. It's very important that you embrace software testing because that will take you very close to the software methodology, the agile framework, and how to utilize it in software engineering, in software development without actually coding or testing. I mean, without coding or scripting, but you will understand everything in and out. So I'll always encourage my Scrum Master to embrace it. Because what I'm seeing out there is a lot of positions also asking, do you know anyone that has software tester? Do you know anyone that knows front end, back end, and middle tier or API? Just to know how it works. So that's what we do in our program. And we're going to go deeper into that. I want my Scrum Master, my software engineer to be ready to know all the process of software development, software engineering. We'll go deeper into that as we go. We want to quickly see all our lovely friends and family that's joining us and say hi to them. So we have Paul. He says, Paul from Nigeria, though I'm not a female. Oh, yeah, great. Thank you for the support. Of course, it's for you as well. It's not only about women, it's also about people in our lives that we need to touch them and change their life and help them understand, that they can also make it in their career. So it's not about our month only. It's not for us only. It's for everybody, because women, we tend to support all our family members and people that we don't even know. So, Paul, you are welcome. Every community is supported by many times by women too. So we support you and we want you to also do well in your career. So you are welcome. You don't have to be a woman to be here. And we have Cheryl from Virginia. Thank you so much for being here. We also have LinkedIn user from Texas. Thank you. We have Murna from Abuja. Thank you so much. We have people all over the world, right? Oh, my Lord. My mentor, Ambassador Dennis Antoine, all the way from United Nations. Thank you, sir. MyIT University is unique, prepared to empower women to gain economic independence. Thank you. That's my mentor all the way from United Nations. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you, Ambassador, for being here. Wow, you really surprised me. Abisola, Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much. And also we have Sametria from Oklahoma. And we have, Obi said, thank you. Okay, we're gonna continue our discussion. That's what I'm saying. When you are diligent in your work, your mentor will be proud of you. I'm so proud that Honorable Ambassador, Your Excellency, able to show up here today to support us. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you. Okay, let's continue our discussion. Your daily duty as a woman in the role. So can you share with us, Ellen, what are your daily duties in this role?
Thank you, Professor Temi. The QA daily duties, I would say that QA, no day is exactly the same. So basically from the Agile Scrum environment, the QA, you start with your daily Scrum meetings. That is the stand-up meetings where you go and you talk about what you did yesterday, what you're going to be doing today, and if there are any impediments, any issues that you have that can be fixed. From there, the next stage will be understanding your requirements. Scrum will say user stories that you actually pick during your sprint planning to work on. You need to understand these requirements. It is very critical that you understand your requirements. If you do not understand, or if for some reason there's a confusion anywhere, you will have to schedule a meeting with your developers and or your product owner or product management or product manager, whoever is in charge, the product owner or the BA. You schedule a meeting with them and make sure you get an understanding of that requirement. Once you understand the requirements, then your next step is to think about scenarios, all the scenarios, that possible scenarios that you can use to test this particular feature that you are going to be testing. Once you get all that, your next step will be to write the test cases. What are test cases? They are just the step-by-step instructions as to how you're going to test this feature. So you write your test cases, simple, straightforward, that anybody can follow through to run and to test that feature. So you write it out. Once you are done, you have to get a review. You can get a review with your team, your QA team, the peer review. They review your test cases for you. Then by all means, you're going to get some fixes. You're going to get your feedback. Then you fixed all those fixes that you need to fix in the test cases. You fix your test cases. Now your test cases are ready, but you're still not there yet. You need to get approval. So you get it to your test lead or your test manager to get it approved. Once it's approved, now it means you're on the road. So you get to the next step, which means the next step will be to get your user story, your test cases into your test repository. It can be any tool that your company is using. It could be Jira, it could be HPQC, it could be Qtest, it could be Excel. Whatever your company is using, get the test cases in there. Once you get the test cases in there, there's another step that you need to do, is called traceability metrics. The traceability metrics is nothing but making sure that every user story or every requirement has at least one test case in there. So once you build all that, then your next step will be to get ready to start testing the feature. Now, remember, all this time that you are gathering your information and writing your test cases, your developers are also coding. They are also busily coding on that feature. So once they are done coding, they put the build, they will check in the build. Now is your time to update or upgrade your testing environment. What do I mean by testing environment? Your QA environment is just the server that the QA team used to test your features. So you upgrade the testing environment with the new build that the developers checked in. Now you are ready to test your feature or your software. Now, just have in mind that all you are trying to do doing this testing is to make sure that the software is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. That is what you are doing, QA, making sure that the software is doing exactly what it's supposed to do and not what it's not supposed to do. And then finding all the bugs or the defects and logging them. So now we are at the stage where our environment is ready and you start testing. You test, definitely, and almost all the time, you're going to get a bug. Then you go ahead and you log the bug. What do I mean by logging the bug? You create the bug. It has to be simple, straightforward because once you log the bug, you're going to assign it to the developer to fix it. So it has to be simple, straightforward for them to be able to follow and understand what you mean. So let me give a little detail on that. Let's say I give an example. I just say, what is an SMS message from device list view is not received. That will be the heading. Then you write down the steps to reproduce that. So you write down the steps, step by step, how you got to find out that SMS message is not being received. Step-by-step instructions that way. And then you let them know what the actual results were when you went through that and what the expected results is supposed to be. You get your screenshot pictures, which is always advisable, put it in there for them and assign the bug to the developer. Once they fix it, you have to go back and retest. You do your retesting. Once everything is resolved, yeah, you are getting to the end of maybe the sprint. So you do your regression testing. just to make sure that the new feature did not break any of the existing features or any of the existing part of the software. So you do your regression testing, you mark your test cases pass or failed, and then you have a retrospective. The team meets and you talk about what went on well this sprint, what were the problems, the improvements. So you're going to take your improvements, carry the improvement into the next sprint. You start again with your stand-ups, your sprint planning, pick your, choose the user stories you're going to work on. And then depending on your team dynamics, you have a different day set up for sizing, which means you're going to add story points to these user stories. Others do it on the same day as they are doing their sprint planning, but it depends on what your team does, your Scrum team comes up with. You have a sizing, you size the stories to add story points to these user stories, and then you go through the flow again, understanding the requirements, creating your test cases, reviewing, approving, testing, regression, and then it goes through that way. So that is how it is. And all these does not happen in one day. And I'm going to tell you again, there are so many other different tests that you'll be performing during the day that just comes up, the whole team will have to be doing. But basically, all you are doing is to make sure this software is doing what it's supposed to do by the customer requirement, and then finding the bugs to fix. So I'm done, Professor Timmy.
Thank you so much. Truly, I really appreciate that. Um, as we continue our discussion, so people are looking, you see, when you're trying to test software, you know, when you're looking to test software, it can be in any kind of environment. It can be in an agile environment, like you just mentioned, using the Scrum framework to kind of, facilitate and kind of, walk through the development process, or it can be through waterfall
Mhm.
methodology of software engineering, where you have to kind of use the, waterfall, process. But we're not going to go deep into that. But what I want people to know is that there are different members of a software development or software engineering team. I will use it that way. I mean, it will involve the team. The team will include people like um, project manager if you are doing the waterfall methodology, or scrum master if you are doing agile. You will have a business analyst, and if you are doing waterfall methodology, if you are doing agile, you will have scrum master. Then you have the developers, you have the database engineer, you have the network engineers, you have the subject matter expert, you have the cybersecurity analyst. These are all team members of an IT team. The QA, the software tester are there. At the same time, on the other end, we have the stakeholders, the people that have a say, that are interested in the product, they are there. And as well, you have the product owner or the system owner, or whoever you want to call them. They are there as well. They are the people that we're actually working for. So when we have all of this, we want to make sure that we are able to meet their needs. We don't just want to develop software product and give it to them. We want to make sure that we've done our due diligence. We develop strong software that are resilient and strong and protected and safe. So that's why you see the QA doing all the quality assurance testing on the features. And features are pretty much requirements. They are pretty much user stories. What the customer actually wants, they have to break it down step by step, whereby we will now take them and start developing test cases on how it's gonna look like, so that when they finish building it, we can test using that test cases and seeing, okay, this is what we're actually seeing, but this is the expectation. So you are not meeting the expectation. Can you do it this way? Can you do it this way? So that's what the test case is doing essentially. And there will be a lot of going back and forth until we are able to achieve our actual expectation on those test cases. Then the customer is able to actually do their acceptance testing and making sure they really want it and they will take it. So there are different type of testing, and we teach you all of those things. From unit testing, the developers also need to test. They set all the features unit by unit, and then the touch integration, see how it integrate with the environment, and so on and so forth. But these are not testing, and QA testing is not really difficult that people can break into it. I see it as one of those very nice area, great niche to have hands-on on to breaking, especially if you are really trying to embrace tech, in the later on, like looking into software engineering or any area of tech, a technical program project manager. You want to be a technical project manager, you should look into software engineering, please, plus your project management. If you are looking into Scrum and you're a Scrum master or getting into Scrum, you should always consider as well software testing. That's why I always tell all my Scrum master, I said they're breaking it as they're getting it, or they're not getting it yet as they're getting started. Having at the back of your mind, you are not going to only do Scrum. Please look into software testing. You have to, because that will really, really scale your career and make it so easy for you to continue to stay on the job, because you are so talented and you are so exposed to software engineering, to the base of it, you know. So I thank you for that. So we're going to continue our discussion, and we're going to look at transferable skill and hard skills. A lot of us have skills. A lot of women have transferable skill, and even men that they don't even know, that they believe, oh, I can do it. I don't have all those skills. Yeah, you do. You have some skills that you can transfer, both hard skill and soft skills. Soft skills are skills that you are born with, your talent, naturally talented with, and hard skill are skills that you have picked up over the year in your previous jobs. So we're going to look into some of those and then discuss soft skills. And I want to ask Ellen, which of these soft skills has helped you as in your career in tech, especially in QA, software testing?
Thank you, Professor Temi. Then in my career, the communication skills have helped me, verbal and written communication skills. Now, and I'm going to advise anybody trying to get into QA to make it a point to build a good working relationship with your team, because you're going to need them all the time. You work together all the time. Build good working relationships with your team. There's a lot of communication when you are doing QA, lots and lots and lots of communication. You are communicating with your product owner or project manager. You are communicating with your QA team, your cross-functional team, like the database team, the API team. You are communicating with your developers. There's a lot of communication. So your communication skills are very crucial. Now, you also need to have your like the team building skills, like I talked about. Build good quality working relationship with the team. You're going to need them. You support each other and you work together. You also need to be like detail oriented. Like I said about the test cases that you'll be writing, it has to be more detailed. Your bugs that you'll be logging has to be detailed. You need to be detailed oriented so you don't miss out any critical bugs or something like that. You also have to like your collaborative skills. You're collaborating with everybody. You're collaborating with all the team, the cross-functional team. You're collaborating with them. You're collaborating with all the team members. So you need all those skills, and those are something that actually helped me or has helped me in my QA career.
Thank you so much for that. And we're also going to look at our skills. And I want people that are listening to us to ask your questions. Please ask questions. If you have any particular question that you want to ask, feel free to do that. We're here to um, to answer your questions. So Tania said morning, and also we have what else do we have? Oh, somebody say awesome. LinkedIn user. And we also have good morning, Marvin. Marva, thank you for that. So thank you. So we're going to continue our discussion. Ask question if you have any. Okay, everybody, do so. And I think software testing is actually good for anybody. I don't care what area of tech you are, because that's exposed you to software engineering methodology and see how things flows from beginning to end. Because normally the customer, they will they will give you a requirement. If let's say even as simple as building a website, they will give you a requirement to build a website. Then from there, if you can call it user story, you can call it requirement. You get a requirement, break it down, and then they start doing development and they're testing. There's software, there's cybersecurity also making sure they do all their due diligence. So it's really fun and exciting to break into tech. Tech is not you've been hearing it for so long, you can do it. It's very, very possible, and we can make it happen. So thank you for that. So we've looked at soft skills. We're going to look at some of the hard skills that you can also break into, that we can also discuss. Hard skills. Some of these hard skills like basic Excel, learn how to do Excel, how to do documentation with Microsoft Word, how to format, how to organize. How has this thing helped you?
Yeah. Now, these hard skills is something that you're gonna be using all the time, all the time. Because when you start creating your test cases, you don't just get it into Jira immediately. You create it somewhere. You're going to need your Excel skills. You're going to need your documenting your what do you call documenting your test cases, your bugs, and all that. You're going to need your word skills. So these are like everyday thing, everyday tool that you're going to be using. So it's good that you have, at least you have some knowledge in there that will be able to help you. But you can do without them. You're going to need them anyway. So it's good to have them. And it's not, I don't think Excel and Word are difficult. I'm sure by now almost everybody knows at least how to use it. And that's all you need. Basic, not anything detailed, just basic Excel and Word, and you'll be fine. Documentation, that's it. You need to documentation in QA. Yeah, is a lot. You need to document. And these are all we have in our test cases and our bags and stuff. It's all document. It's all a form of documentation. So you're gonna need all that, and it's not hard to get it. So
Thank you.
easy.
Yeah, so it's it's not difficult.
Mm-mm.
It's not difficult. Breaking into QA is not difficult. Breaking into Scrum is not difficult. Breaking into many of the IT programs that we provide with MyIT University, it's not difficult. We're not bringing all the very difficult one to the forefront for you. That's why we always help you to make sure that you can, you know, you can schedule a call. I just put it up. Schedule a call on www.myituniversity.com. Schedule a call with us, and we're going to help you to break into tech. It's going to be easy. It's not difficult like that. So we want to encourage you. When you prepare to break in with us, we're going to help you. We provide the coaching, the mentoring, and the networking program. Our coaching program is very details hands-on. And what you don't get out there sometimes when you go to other boot camp, because people always say no two boot camps are made the same. Our boot camp is more than a boot camp because when we train you, we help you, we mentor you for a lifetime. When you are with us, when you finish our programs, our QA program is actually a very special one because it's for 8 weeks. And in that 8 weeks, you get introduced to business analysis as well. So we have business analysis curriculum built into our software testing program so that when you are hands-on doing all of those things, you are working with the team members, you are hands-on on doing the testing live. We see a lot of live project, live scenarios. And then after we finish that, we mentor you. We have mentoring groups. We have brothers mentoring, sisters mentoring, and different mentoring community. We do mentoring course and all of our programs. We also do networking. You get to network with others like Ellen, like many other that we have in the teams. You get to understand what you're doing. You do presentations and stuff. So you are in the community for life. We also meet on Clubhouse, on like we're here now live. So we're always doing programs to encourage you, to help you break in. You can do it. It's very possible. Okay, so you can check on MyIT University, schedule a call, and it's free call. Schedule a free call, and we'll help you understand what you need to break in, and maybe to also understand your transferable skill, so we can have your pipeline set up, we can have your roadmap, and you can just work with that, and just that's why we see a lot of success in our programs because we have all of these things. Helen, can you share with us how the program you've taken with us is helping you right now, or has helped you and your mates that you've seen?
Yeah. So I took Professor Temi's Scrum Master class, and honestly, it's been a blessing because I actually had done the Scrum Master certification on my own. But when I joined the class, I got to learn a whole lot more details. I'm like, wow. So she gives you everything that you need to be able to successful. You work on projects, and please, she doesn't play. You have to turn in your work. He gives you homework assignments. You need to turn in your homework assignments. You need to turn in your projects. And she's there to guide you all the way, even through your resume preparations and your LinkedIn creation and all that. So she's there 24/7. Anytime you call on Professor Temi for anything, any help, she's there to help you. Your mentoring team, we have a whole mentoring team, like a Scrum Master mentoring team. They are always online trying to help others, helping everybody to be able to make it. So please, don't be scared. Don't wait. If you are tired of what you are doing and you want something new, you want to break into tech, it's easy. Give Professor Temi a call. Schedule a call on MyIT University, and you'll be glad you did. It has really helped me. And currently, I'm working on getting my professional Scrum Master certification. You get everything you need, everything. So don't wait. Schedule the call, and Professor Temi is going to guide you. I'm done speaking, Professor
Thank
Temi.
you for that. And it's so funny because even being a certified Scrum Master myself,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that the 2 days program or whatever is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Even being in tech for almost for like 3 decades and been doing everything from software development to software engineering, software testing to cybersecurity, everything. When you look at this kind of program that they offer, it's not deep. There's no depth. It's for people that are already in the industry, they're already working, but they need the concept. So they're already exposed to the environment. They're already kind of hands-on, but doing it the wrong way. That's who those programs are for. It's not for people that are brand new. Nothing. The two
Mm-hmm.
days is like, okay, so what? I can't apply this to anything. So that's why you see our program really, really productive because I've seen it hands on. Being an adjunct professor, being in the industry, being certified in this same role. I have my certifications too on this, on Scrum. So I'm able to see what is missing and I'm able to bridge the path there. So that's why our programs are Lucrative. The same thing with software engineering. I was a software engineer for many, 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 many years, coding front end, back end, API. So this is just a piece of cake. When I break it down to you, you'll be like, wow, really? So yes, that's what it is because I understand it very, very well, and I bring it to your doorstep to see how you can also do well in it. So don't be afraid to join us. Okay, we're gonna make it possible for you. Thank you so much. So there are a lot of benefits and perks for women. Can you share some of those benefits that you've seen in tech with us?
In tech generally, women in tech, the perks, benefits, the flexibility. For me, that is what gets me, the flexibility. Most of these jobs you can work from home. So if you're a parent, you're juggling between studying and taking care of the family, you have that flexibility. You get your work, quickly run to the store, come back, come get your. So there's so much flexibility. And I know most companies are giving a whole lot of benefits once you break into the tech. They are giving you a whole lot stocks, high salaries, anything, something for you to be flexible about. It is not every day that you have to go to the office. Sometimes it's purely remote, or sometimes you go to the office maybe once or twice a week. So it's very flexible, and I know this is very beneficial to women and to men as well. Not leaving men out.
Exactly. So there's a lot of benefit, like you said, even some, good salary, stocks and bonds, 401k, PTO, a lot of PTO, sabbatical leaves, a lot of stuff, flexibility, life balance. You have a
Mhm.
work-life balance. You have more time for the kids and family. It goes on education. They send you to school. Like my two masters I have in cybersecurity and software engineering, my employer pay for them. I didn't pay for any of those. I only pay for my associate degree and also my first degree in computer science. That's all. They pay for my other, you know. So they can. They do. They even train you. That this might be your last training that you even pay for. They will pay for everything From now on, your life has changed. So that's why you have to embrace tech. And with the rate in which things are so getting expensive, the economy, things are really, really changing right now. There's inflation in everything. The gas is going to $5 per liter or per gallon or so. $4, $5. The rates on the stores, the everything is like, as I said, where are we going with this? See, it's all over the world. So you can't continue to live on $10 an hour job. You need to continue to look into tech because that's where they can pay you like $50 an hour, 60, 70. You need to start looking into those areas, enough of waiting and delaying yourself. Schedule a call to break into tech. Don't waste time. Do not waste your time. And this is a great tech culture to support women. You keep saying we say women because it's our Women History Month. And when I say women, I'm also applying this to men as well. So please apply this to yourself. It's only for not only for women, but I'm just focusing on this for women because it's our month, and I want to encourage women that are always staying at the side, at the back side, never coming to the forefront, but they believe they're not good enough. Maybe because of abuse, maybe because of the background that they grew up, they don't believe in themselves, they don't see themselves to be able to assert into anything. That's why I'm focusing on them today to let them come to the forefront. Like you share with me, you said you were saying, "Send me an angel." Lord, send me an angel. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, I was just talking to Professor Tebi this morning. It's like, you know how sometimes you have almost everything, but you're still not breaking through. It happens. You have everything, but you're still not breaking through. So, I was telling Professor Tebi, I always had to pray. I was always praying, Lord, send me an angel. Send me an angel to help me. Send me an angel to help me. Send me an angel to help me. Then out of nowhere, I met Professor Tammy, and I'm telling you, it hasn't been the same. It hasn't been the same. I'm going and I know I'll still reach the goal that I want to reach. So thank you, Professor Tammy. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's where we're here for you to be that angel that you're waiting for. You don't have to wait any longer. You can embrace tech now. The tech culture is great. There's great support for women, even for people that are fertility problems. Do you believe that some company are paying like 1,000, 25,000, 30,000 for treatments for women? Where can you find that? No industry but tech. Okay, so this is what you can obtain in tech. It's so much. So make sure you follow us on MyIT University on social media platform. We are here on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are on Clubhouse. We are everywhere. So follow us. Make sure you follow us. Thank you so much for being here, and all of our lovely friends and family that join us from far and wide. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any question, you can always send the question to us. And if you want to schedule a call, feel free to do so. MyITUniversity.com is open for your questions. Go enroll. We have the software testing QA program, and that we're going to be starting in April. So it's March now, but we always start programs, but there's one starting in April. Make sure you schedule a call to be on that program. It's for 8 weeks and it's going to include the QA and the business analysis version. We have one going on right now, and they're already in their 6th week. And it's been phenomenal. It's been great. And some of our students are actually here. Um, on here, like Nicole and all of that. So, good morning. I'm watching from Destin, Florida. Thank you. Adeola. Thank you, Adeola. And awesome, Professor Timmy. Thank you. Awesome work. We thank God. We are grateful to be able to serve, to be able to give back, and to be able to empower our community. If we are called to do something like this, we don't take it for granted. We don't take it lightly because many are called, but few are chosen. To be choosing to be here, to be giving back is a privilege, is an honor, and we don't take it lightly. So thank you for all of you that are listening to us, that join us today. And I want to thank Ellen for coming today, for sharing with us. And next, we're going to be bringing another powerful episode on a different area of tech. We have other area of techers. We're going to be, discussing those area. I just want to thank you, Ellen. What is one last word that you want to have for women as they decide and as they're breaking it into tech, into skill. What is one last encouragement word that you have for them?
I want to let the women know it is not that difficult. It is not that difficult. Schedule that call with Professor Temi. You can break through. You don't need to code if you are scared of coding. You don't need to code. You don't need that at all. All you need is your transferable skills and working in the team. And that's all you need. And then your passion to do it. You need to have the passion to do it. It's not hard. You can easily do it. Just schedule the call with Professor Temi and let her guide you through that path. So that's all I want to tell women. You can do it. Don't sit down. Arise and let's all move. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Any course on CISM? Yes, we do have course on CISM. And thank you, Ellen, for coming. Thank you. Somebody said thank you for coming. So
Thank
thank you all
you.
so much for being here. We thank you. If you have any question, feel free to leave the comment down there. We're gonna be closing the show today, and we appreciate your time. We'll be meeting you again next week. We'll be discussing so far today about women in quality assurance, software testing, and quality assurance QA. You can break into those roles as well. Thank you so much, Elena. I really appreciate your time. I'll
You're
see you
welcome.
again in class. Thank
All
you
right.
so much, and also in the mentoring program. I appreciate you. Love you so much.
Thank you,
Bye,
Professor.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.